Hey Geminis, this is tarot time. My name is Kelsey. I'm going to be doing your tarot reading today. If you are not a Gemini and you're watching this video, you can look at your houses. It is based on your rising sign. So I'm a Leo rising, Gemini's in my 11th house. The 11th house is the social media house. It's the house of how you show up in the world. Every house has a different area of life that it focuses on. So look at your rising sign, figure out which house Gemini is in, and use this reading to focus on that area of your life. So since this is a timeless reading, the first card determines whether or not this reading is for you. So if the first card resonates with you, then this reading is yours, and if it's not, then maybe one of my other readings will resonate with you. So let's get started and see what the energy has in store for us, and also see what the first card is. So the first card is the Seven of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you guys are coming out of a time of much confusion. You probably have just had a breakthrough of some sort, a realization of, oh my gosh, this is what I want, or wow, this is why this happened, or, you know, the fog just clears up and the sun shines through and you're like, wow, brightness, light, I see the way now. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this card. And so let's see what comes after that. I feel like you guys are, after a time of confusion, because you waste so much energy on confusion and on trying to figure something out, that when you have this breakthrough, you have this release of energy, and it's almost like, what do I do now? Where do I put all of this new extra energy? Because you've just had a ginormous breakthrough, and so all this energy needs somewhere to go. So what are your goals? How do you see yourself moving through this area of your life? What are you, because we live in a co-creative universe, right now it is time for you to co-create with it. So sometimes throughout life it's time to surrender, and it's time to get out of your own way and allow the universe to be what it wants to be and help you and everything. Right now it is time to co-create with it. So it's time to, if you're quote unquote put in an order with the universe, like, what do you want? What is your goal? What are you working toward? Because I was listening to Jordan Peterson, and he was talking about how your emotions are based off of your goals. So if you don't have a goal, then you don't really know how you feel about anything. It's just, I don't know how I feel. And so once you have that goal in mind, then all of your emotions then, actually come up, and you understand how you feel, and you understand, how to go about life. Because I feel like a huge part of life is feeling things, So, okay, so we want a goal. Now what? What do we do now? Like, how do you know if it's the right goal? How do you know if you're shooting for something that is truly aligned with you and that makes you the best version of yourself? How do you know? Because that's a huge thing. I feel like so many people don't set goals because they're afraid of going the wrong way. Okay, so you know how you have these thoughts of, oh, I really want to do that, but I don't think it's the time. Or I really want to do that, but I just haven't reached for it ever, and I'm in the habit of not reaching for it, but I could reach for it now. Should I actually reach for that? Like, you know exactly what you want to make your goal, but you either have gotten yourself out of the habit of reaching for it, or you feel like it's not available to you because it wasn't in the past, but now it is. Like, after you have had your ginormous breakthrough and you have so much energy to put towards something, this thing that you've been craving that has previously been out of touch because you haven't had the energy to put towards it, now you do. So I feel like you know exactly what you want with the universe, you just are, there's just this hesitancy when it comes to asking for it, because, you know, we're not supposed to get what we want, or life is supposed to be hard, or we're supposed to be suffering, or we're not supposed to be super, super, super happy because everybody around us isn't super, super happy. It's like something like that that's blocking you from actually, you know, going for what you want. But it's totally available to you if you were to commit to it. So what else? You know, like right now, this is when I'm supposed to co-create with the universe and ask a question of what I want. But I'm right now like, oh, but I don't know, I want the cards to tell me. You know, I feel like that's where you're at now. You're so used to being in a state of surrender that when you get into this co-creative state with the universe, you're still in this state of surrender. And the universe is like, I don't know what direction to put you in. You need to tell me, you know, I don't know what to give you. You need to tell me. So life is supposed to be fun, right? So what is the goal that you, practically speaking, in your life would really, really benefit the most from, but also have the most fun going after? So okay, the Eight of Swords and also the Four of Wands. This feels like you've watched a movie and you've seen something happen to somebody and you're like, oh, but that could never happen to me. That only happens in movies. You know, it feels like this like fairy tale kind of thing that you want, but you have already told yourself that, you know, it's not gonna happen. And I mean, if that's what you believe, then sure, because, you know, your beliefs really create your reality. But, you know, beliefs are beneath thoughts. Like, you have thoughts, and then beneath that, if you go deeper, 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 you have these beliefs, and these beliefs structure your reality. And so if you really believe that these things only happen in movies, then, you know, it may only happen in movies. But the Six of Pentacles is coming in to say that if you really want to commit to something, and if you really want to go after it, and you have all this breakthrough energy to put towards it, then, you know, the universe is here to work with you. Like, you will actually receive a lot of breadcrumbs from the universe telling you which way to go, how to feel, what to think, what to do. But you have to look towards your own intuition, and you have to look towards yourself, so that you are setting goals that align with your soul self, because that is the way that you're going to be the most committed towards them. Because I feel like a lot of the time, if you set goals based on what you see outside, you know, the motivation isn't strong enough. But if you set goals based on what your soul wants and truly like what your heart wants, then you have that motivation and that commitment to move towards it. So that is what I'm seeing for you. I'm gonna end this reading here. I hope that this was helpful, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, Gemini.